Snoopy, don't do me. I had to come on here because Snoopy don't do me. Don't do me, Snoopy. I ain't late. Hey, Miss Trisha P. What's up, Brandon? Hey, Quintessential. What's up, baby? DMV. What's up, boo? Yana. Thank you, Lady Steph, for becoming a new member. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, Abby. All right, you guys. So first of all, I want to say, rest in peace to Black Rob. Hey, Starkey. Rest in peace to Black Rob. He literally just passed away. Black Rob, for those of you who may not know who he is a bad boy rapper from the 90s. Probably his biggest hit was Whoa. I saw this, girl, she was bad, like whoa, however the words were. But it was a song, it was a bop. Like, it was definitely a bop, and he was a bad boy artist, so he was definitely around. Last week, video surfaced of him in the hospital, but him sending his condolences to DMX. He said that at the time, he had a series of strokes, and that his health was really bad, and there were even rumors about him being homeless. I don't know if that's true or not. I saw where people were kind of coming at Diddy, like, why don't you help him? And then I saw where they said that Diddy was helping him. But my thing is, you just helping him with his own money. Like, you helping him with his money. But whatever. Rest in peace to him. It's a shame. Anyway. It's a shame. You got your first Pfizer shot this morning? Well, all right. Hey, Dark Liquor Cam. What's up? So before I forget, tomorrow I will be doing a members only live, and the giveaway tomorrow is this Juvia's Place palette, honey. This is a Juvia's Place. Now, excuse the box. The box did get a little torn up. I'm sorry. But the palette is brand new. It's never been touched other than when I opened it to see the colors and stuff. But I actually, so this is a brand new palette, and it will be going out. Everybody from the giveaway I did like 2 weeks ago, it is all in the mail. Xavier's book is on his way to him, and everything else is in the mail. I apologize for the delay, you guys. Like I said, charge it to my head and not my heart, but it is all in the mail. Quintessential, you put your Avon order in. I saw it. I got like 3 orders yesterday. So thank you to everybody who placed an Avon order. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Don't forget that Mother's Day is right around the corner, honey. Avon always got you ready. Don't forget that, the cicadas are coming and the mosquitoes are coming. So get your skin so soft and get ready for that summertime situation. And I showed y'all yesterday all the foot products we have so y'all can get y'all feet summertime ready. Now, I told y'all, get y'all feet summertime ready. Yes, the bubble bath is absolutely, I like the shower gel, but the bubble bath is absolutely good. Don't let her get away with not paying us that late fee. See, Snoopy, don't come in here. Don't come in my chat cutting up. Hey, keep it cute. Hey, baby. Is it true that when you give a love offering over YouTube that's why so many YouTubers put up their cash apps, because the super chats, yes, YouTube takes 30%. So if you are super chatting somebody $30, YouTube takes 30% of that. So yeah, that's true. That is facts. And that's why a lot of YouTubers put their cash app up, because obviously there's nothing taken out of the cash app. So, but my thing is, listen, y'all do what y'all do. I appreciate any love token that's given to me in any way, shape, or form. It is appreciated. And YouTube gotta make their money. What you gonna say? 3 years ago, there was no such thing as a super chat. So, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you didn't know that, King Snoopy? Yeah, honey, YouTube take their little 30%, child. They sure do. They sure do. Sure do. All right. Yes, Avon has good products, King Snoopy. Yes, sir, they do. Yes, sir, they do. All right, you guys. So listen, I don't have a whole lot to get into today. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Ryan Coogler, isn't that his name? Coogler, the director for Black Panther. I know you're not King Snoopy. I know, but as much as you be terrorizing chats, I thought you knew that. That's why I say that. I'm new to the bubble bath because I've always been allergic to everything. But baby, I can't wait to get my bubble bath and float away. I know that's right, Yana. Well, I'm glad you can, because listen, it ain't nothing like a good bubble bath, honey. It ain't nothing like a good relaxing. I'm sitting here with some candles, with some wine, with a good book, or listening to some good music or something. Ain't nothing like a good bubble bath, honey. Ain't nothing like, the only thing that can top a good bubble bath is if you got somebody in the bath with you, honey, enjoying the bath together. That's it. That's the only thing that can top a good bubble bath is if it's a bubble bath for two. That's the only thing. But Ryan Coogler, isn't that his name, y'all? Ryan Coogler, the director for Black Panther. Hey, Xavier, I don't know if you were in here. Your book is on the way. I know it was a little delay, but the book is literally, it is on the way. Matter of fact, I sent yours 2-day priority mail. So you actually should get it by Monday, Tuesday at the latest. You should have your book. So sorry for the delay. And Xavier sent the nicest, politest email when he sent me his address. He was like, "Thank you so much for choosing me." He thanked Keep It Cute for the opportunity. It was nice. You know, you don't get that a lot. I give Xavier a hard time because he's young. You know, he's my young baby in the chat. You know, a lot of times I get him, but that was really sweet. Definitely very polite of you, and I appreciate it. I appreciated that. Yeah, he said that he is not moving Black Panther out of Georgia. He said, because, you know, remember Black Panther 1 was filmed at Tyler Perry Studios. So the sequel is also being filmed at, you were raised right, Xavier, because that was really sweet. So the sequel is being filmed at Tyler Perry Studios as well in Atlanta, or outside of Atlanta, in Georgia, we should say. And he said that he feels like pulling it out of Georgia is going to hurt the same people that the bill is designed to hurt. And so he doesn't want to hurt, you know, it's going to put a lot of people out of work. And so, you know, he doesn't want to do that. And so I see both sides of the coin. We had that conversation. You know, I see both sides of the coin. I understand, because that's what we were saying about Tyler Perry. I mean, why would Tyler Perry's not going to shut his studio down? You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to do that. Oh, wait a minute, Keep It Cute. I'm sorry. Not Keep It Cute. Don't Trip. I said it. It's Don't Trip. Look, now I'm going to remember. Y'all's not. The one who sent me the books. How about that? And so it's always 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. You know, you definitely understand people who choose to boycott, like Will Smith and Antoine Fuqua, for pulling their movie out. But then you understand the flip side of saying, listen, this will put a lot of people out of work, and it's going to hurt the very people that we're really trying to help in this situation. So I see both sides. I definitely see both sides. But he said that Black Panther isn't going anywhere. That Black Panther 2 is not being pulled. So that is what he has said. Speaking of which, let me go on and put my Cash App up anyway. Yeah. So there's also an online petition floating around for people to sign it, for them to replace T'Challa. We know that there's a whole lot of back and forth. A lot of people have very mixed feelings about replacing T'Challa, replacing, you know, Chadwick Boseman. But there's a lot of people who are fans of the comic book that are like, listen, yes, we love Chadwick Boseman, and it's really sad that he's gone. However, Black Panther is not a person. It's the title, And there have been multiple Black Panthers throughout the lifetime of the comic book. And so you can definitely stay in line without, without disrespecting or, besmirching the legacy of Chadwick Boseman. So I don't know, you guys. Okay, Xavier said he already signed it. I know Ebby was saying, I think Ebby said, I won't put words in her mouth, but I think Ebby said a while ago that, replace the character. How do you guys feel about it? I still think he should move. I don't want anyone to lose their jobs, but you can't still employ those people in other, you can still employ those people in other areas. You could. I want to see the Storm of T'Challa. I definitely want to see the Storm of T'Challa storyline. Like, that's one of the things that, because y'all know I'm not real big on the comic books, but that is one of the things that I love, that idea, because I've always loved Storm. Oh, I've always loved Storm. And that is one of the things that I've loved. And I was like, okay, Ebby said no, the hell she didn't. See, I was wrong. Ebby wasn't one of them people. Okay, I thought Ebby was one of the people. My bad. Don't cuss me out. Don't cuss me out. By the way, Ebby, you have the link, and I don't know if you want to come up, or I know you had some things to do. So you may or may not be able to, but yeah. How y'all feel about it though? I know a lot of the people who are true to the comic book are like, Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Give me a second. Oh, no problem. I know some people are saying Shuri should be Black Panther, but they didn't even give her the herb in the original movie. I'd be just cinematically dishonored to make her a Black Panther. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that they should, that the sister. But I think because everybody loved her character in the movie, I think. You know what I'm saying? I think because she was so hilarious in the movie that people just said, oh, give it to her. But yeah, I'm okay. Like I said, I'm okay. I think the problem is, I don't think it would do well. I don't think the fans would be receptive to it. Like, the comic book heads would be okay with it, I think. But you got to remember the numbers that Black Panther did and the popularity of Black Panther. I just don't think that the fan base will be okay with it. You know what I'm saying? And I think they know that. Like, people like you know what I'm saying? People like, hey, it's me D, the birthday boy. Hey, people like It's Me D, who are like comic book heads. Like, y'all have a totally different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all study the comic books. You know, y'all have a totally different perspective on all of this. So it may be a little different. Maybe a little different. Anyway. Xavier, the only one that feels some kind of way about it. Okay, no problem. All right, now y'all's people. Hey, Furious Citizen, how are you? Well, Black Panther. Okay, so two things are happening with Black Panther. It's Me D. One, hey back. One is Ryan Coogler is saying that he is not going to pull Black Panther from Georgia in protest of the voting rights bill. He said that, will put a lot of people out of work, and that's, just not what he wants to do. Then I was saying that there's an online petition to replace Chadwick Boseman. And so I was just asking how people felt about that. I trust Ryan Coogler to do it. I trust him too. I'm going to be honest with you, because I'm not the comic book head. I trust him as well. Okay, you look like you literally just woke up.
Okay, so I may have been kind of dozing off on my sofa. So here's the thing. They can have another Black Panther, just not another T'Challa. It's very easy. It's the title that passes to the throne. He gone. Right. T'Challa is gone. He did.
Well, then that's what I said. I said that's what you said.
No. You said they just have another T'Challa. No.
Well, okay, maybe I missed. I don't mean another T'Challa. I missed. I didn't mean replace like have another T'Challa. I meant like another Black Panther.
Yeah, we can have another Black Panther. Yeah.
Okay, so then I wasn't. Okay. My wording was wrong, but the sentiment on how you felt was right.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then I'm okay. Because I was like, I know that's what you said.
And as to the sister, she does become Black Panther in the comic books.
Okay, well then if she becomes Black Panther, then I definitely don't have a problem with it.
So that's why everybody is saying that's why it should go to Shuri, because that actually happens in the comic books. Is she becomes Black Panther at one point. So,
but I'm definitely okay with that.
Can we just?
There can be another Black Panther. The title can move forward. I just don't know how they're gonna do it since Killmonger destroyed the plants. That's
there's more plants in the cut.
Yeah, but they
can magic up some plants. Don't do that.
Yeah, all they have to do is come up with a feasible storyline. Because let's be clear, they would have had to do that anyway to come up with some sort of feasible storyline for this. So they just got to come up with something that's going to sound like all they have to do is show Forrest Whitaker hiding a plant somewhere before Killmonger came through there and burned. Like, but Forrest Whitaker was the one that was in charge of the plants. Why you laughing?
I don't know. That just struck me as funny.
I mean, because he was like, he was like all knowing, like he was like this spiritual advice. Like he was supposed to, wasn't he?
Xavier, they would not have given. Why would they give it to Herb in the movie? That doesn't even make any sense. Love.
Yeah, because
T'Challa was still alive. Why would they give?
Well, no, but even when they thought T'Challa was dead, Killmonger won. They thought T'Challa was dead because Killmonger killed him because they were fighting for the throne. So
right,
giving Shuri it wouldn't. Yeah, that wouldn't have made sense.
They needed somebody strong enough to kill Killmonger.
Yeah, all they got to do is have a flashback scene showing somebody along the way anticipating something like this happening, hiding. That's all.
So, right, you can't tell me this technology, this way advanced technology advanced people don't have a backup plan for this herb or can't resynthesize this herb and make more. You can't tell me they just got them few in the field and that's it.
Right, exactly. That's what and that's the point. Yeah. All they have to do is show that, and it doesn't even have to be Forrest Whitaker's character. It could just be somebody somewhere along the way. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all. Somewhere they just got to give us a flash, just like they gave us the whole flashback scene of the movie of how his daddy died and how Killmonger. Like that's all they got to do, child. Hell, it might be Shuri. Shuri ass might have hit one somewhere along the way and ain't tell nobody. Maybe we might. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And if we do,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
We can have a DMX fueled montage of her.
You know what?
I wouldn't be mad at it. Talk about where the hood at.
I wouldn't put it past Ryan to throw some DMX in there. I ain't listen. Where the hood, I ain't mad at it. All right, stop.
Open up shop.
Listen, I'm not
mad at it.
I'm okay with it. We're agreeing with you, Xavier.
Xavier, let it go. We're emotionally attached to it right now. It's too soon. Let that go, baby.
Well, no, I'm saying we're not agreeing with you about T'Challa. We're agreeing about Black Panther. I'm sorry.
Right. We agree that that there should be another not Medea.
Oh.
Where did Medea come from?
Where did Medea come from?
Okay. No, Fury said, what did y'all do if Medea jumped into the fray and became Black Panther? How the fuck? They're not even in the same universe. That don't even make any.
We're not doing none of that. We're not doing no parts of that.
Y'all say
we got in this conversation. We are not doing no parts of that. No.
Listen, I'm still trying to get over how some Black men are reacting to this episode 5 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They just.
Well, since I have no idea what you're talking about, then I don't.
It just makes me upset. is a black man. Let me give you a little snippet. There's a conversation because the next Captain America is going to be a nigga. So the black man, Sam Wilson, is talking to another black man who was essentially Captain America.
Kelly, bushes. Thank you, Boo. He just shared the video. Thank you, Kelly.
Okay, so there was another black super soldier who was basically Captain America, but he was black. And he did the exact same thing that Captain America did, but instead of being celebrated for it, they threw him in jail for 30 years and experimented on him. And so it was a real hard conversation that was had where he told the black man, America is not going to allow there to be a black Captain America, and no self-respecting black man would want to be Captain America. And I was like, oh, are we going? Oh. He talked about the Tuskegee Airmen and it was a whole thing. He started. Oh, spoiler alert! Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I forgot because this one don't watch nothing.
Yeah, I don't watch it, so I apologize that I didn't know that this was a spoiler.
I'm so sorry. Spoiler alerts.
Watch it, so I apologize.
Spoiler alert.
I hope it did not ruin it like she did. The Bridgerton the other day. I apologize. Abby just don't know. She don't understand, and I didn't know to say no. I apologize because she's on my platform, so she's my responsibility.
The black man is.
Anyway, they approved season 3 and 4 of Bridgerton, so we're gonna get at least 4 seasons of Bridgerton.
She got like 15 books, so I would hope so.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, they, it was only supposed to be the 1, then we got the 2, and then they was like, fuck it, just go and give her 3 and 4, just gone, because they ain't even started filming 2 yet, I don't think, or if they started filming it, they literally just started filming it.
Well, hurry up.
Well, it's not supposed to come out until next year, so, but it's not that far. When you think of like 6, that's 6 months from now, 7 months, so it's not that far, but I need it there because I need my P-Valley back. Mm-hmm. I need that. We about to be done with Queen Sugar. I need that to hurry up and come back. When is David Makes Man coming back? Like I have
where's David Makes Man?
I think it's supposed to come out late summer. Is what I thought I heard. So
yeah, with a hood.
Xavier, I hope you're being funny. I mean, first of all, we found out, so I hope you're being funny. But why would you say that for people who haven't watched it? Listen, no spoilers, no more spoilers, no spoilers, please and thank you. I'm scared. Well, they did a casting call for P-Valley. They're doing casting calls for like extras and stuff. That was posted. I've seen that posted a couple of times. So I know they're filming. Can Shonda write a love story between 2 black people be the main story of one of her shows?
Wait, isn't the black doctor on the black lady doctor? Isn't she with a black man? Ain't they got a whole love story? Ain't they married and got kids?
Who?
The one that's be in charge all the time. Don't be taking no shit from nobody. Little short.
Which show are you talking about?
Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, I've never looked at Grey's Anatomy. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Right. By the time David Makes Man comes back,
we're not even gonna talk about it because I'm still upset by what they're doing.
Well, aren't they like fast forwarding or something?
They are, and he's gonna be 30 years old when he comes back.
Which I'm not happy about. I'm not happy about none of that. Anyway, listen, I'm not going down that road. We're not going down that rabbit hole. So y'all's friend, and I say that y'all's friend, and Abby gonna cuss me out when I say who I'm talking about. So I'm still mean y'all's friend, but Abby don't cuss me out. Sharon Osbourne did her first interview last night with Bill Maher, post talk exit. What's up, Tabitha? Hey, boo. Listen, I'm not watching Day on is it Amazon Prime, HBO Max? What is Day coming on? Is it Amazon? I think it's Amazon Prime. I'm not watching They on Amazon Prime, but it's Tabitha is watching it and
Them
is reviewing. So y'all check it out over there because
it's called Them, not They.
I heard it's really good, but it's just I just don't think that's I heard it's really good, but y'all go check out her reviews. Y'all go, it's called Them. Oh, what did I say? They?
You said They.
Okay, Them. Y'all go check out Them. And then y'all go check out Tabitha's reviews on Them. I think she has episode 1 and 2 are already posted on her channel. So y'all go check it out. Anyway, I think I'm gonna watch her reviews just because I'm gonna go watch her reviews. But I probably ain't gonna watch the show. I still haven't seen what's that movie? Huh?
Hamilton?
Yeah. But I still haven't seen what's that what's the movie, the Peel movie, the first one he did?
Get Out?
Yeah, I still haven't seen Get Out.
I don't know why not. It's a good movie.
That's just not my thing. Like it's not my thing. You saw how I struggled.
I thought you liked psychological thrillers and shit like that. I thought you
No. No, not at all. Not at all. That is not my thing.
Well, that's right.
Not at all. Yeah, I like crime shows and stuff like that. But yeah. No problem, Tabitha. No problem, baby. So Sharon Osbourne gave her first interview with Bill Maher. Now listen, I used to really like Bill Maher, and then I had to stop watching Bill Maher because Bill Maher started really doing way too much for me. I used to love his politically incorrect show because it used to come on ABC, and the whole show was about saying what you needed to say without worrying about the backlash of being politically correct. I appreciated the show, and then he got in trouble for saying some stuff after 9/11 that people, even though he wasn't wrong, what he said wasn't wrong, but people wasn't ready to hear it. It was sort of like, you right, but it's too soon. Like what you saying is right, but it's too soon, sir. It's too soon.
Read the room.
Right, read the room. He said something about the United States reaping what they sowed. But literally, there was still smoke coming up from the buildings. Like, sir, nobody wants to hear that.
Nobody wants to hear that right now, darling. You're gonna have to go sit this fuck down in the corner if that's how you feel about it. People are mourning over they can't even find their people. What you mean?
Right.
Sit down and shut the fuck up. Nobody has time for that.
Right. Okay. Now, Bill Maher, he has a show on HBO called Real Time with Bill Maher. And again, I used to watch it. I literally had to disengage because Bill Maher started doing way too much for me. He's an atheist. And my thing about this, how I feel about religion. Everybody has a right to feel how they feel, but
what you don't have to do is be mean and nasty and rude about it.
Exactly. So because you don't believe in God and because you think it's an absurd mindset and it's an absurd thought that we believe in a higher power and a higher being, it doesn't make us stupid. It doesn't make us ignorant. It doesn't make us, less intellectual than you are. And I will never forget, what's my boy's name? Ben Affleck. Him and Ben Affleck are like friends in real life, but like Ben Affleck like straight up annihilated him because he was trying to come at Ben about his faith. And Ben was like, listen, we're not doing this. And he like went off on him and told him like, listen, you're being absurd right now. Like, again, you can, and that's why I tell people, not to go left for a second, but that's why going back to the whole Lil Nas X thing and people talking about, him being a role model for our children and stuff. And I was like, but we've got to stop asking other people to be role models for our children because when you say somebody should be a role model for your child, then the assumption is that person shares your values. And so Lil Nas X, I don't know what his spiritual, I'm just using him as an example. I don't know what his spiritual belief is, but if I am Catholic, he might be Jewish. And so to say, well, this person, he should be a role model and he should be responsible and he should be this and he should be that. The assumption that you're making is that he shares your belief system. Maybe he thinks it's okay for kids to smoke weed. That's not how you're raising your children. So for you to say that this person should be a role model for your child is making an assumption that you and this person share the same belief system. And so I say all that to say, I don't have to share somebody's belief system, but I do expect there to be some sort of mutual respect about it. I'm not going to try to convert you and teach you all about the Bible, and just don't call me an idiot for believing in God. Like, that's it. And then the religious thing really bothers me, because every time religion comes up, he goes off on this whole tirade about how stupid Christians are and how ignorant we are because we believe in God. So that's number one.
So how does my believing affect you?
Listen, okay. Right. Yeah, I believe he grew up in a religious household, and I believe it was the Jewish faith. I believe it was as well. And then, the political thing, he goes, he's gotten real. It's been a lot. Like, I'm just gonna say that it got to the point where I no longer really enjoy the show, and so I stopped watching it. It is what it is. So she went on his show Friday night. So I have not watched the whole interview. I saw snippets of it, but she still doesn't get it. She still doesn't get it. She still feels like she is the victim in this, and that all she was doing was defending her friend, and that he has a right to have his opinion. And she said that she doesn't think it's fair for her to be held to a standard when all she was asking was for them to explain it to her, because it changes every day. And that's the part that I was like, now you didn't really piss me off. It doesn't change every day. Racism doesn't change every day.
It was the same yesterday. It's the same
What's
today.
changed is that we're no longer allowing you to get away with the microaggressions. That is what's changing. Racism ain't changed. Let's be clear.
It's the same.
Let me use an example. And Tabitha, I don't know if she's still here or not. Tabitha posted this on her channel. I believe it was on her community wall or her Instagram. Somebody took a screenshot of when Sharon Osbourne and Ozzy Osbourne, when they had their reality show, right? There was a scene in their kitchen, and somebody took a screenshot. They had a whole mammy collection on their wall, right? The black woman in blackface with the big lips. Y'all know the mammies, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Here's the difference between when you say the rules have changed. Let's be clear. That shit was always racist. The difference is MTV would have made you take that shit down before they filmed you in your kitchen, because they would have understood what the backlash would have been had they saw that in your kitchen. That's the difference. The difference is 20 years ago when you were filming that reality show, nobody thought it was a big deal. It didn't jump out at anybody as they were filming your kitchen to say, oh, that's not a big deal. Whereas now, that would be a problem. That would be a problem. Now, it's funny because a friend of mine, actually, her kitchen had that same decor, but she was a black woman. And for her, it was a reverent thing, right? It was a reverent thing to highlight the history of what it is, because it wasn't done in a mocking manner. What does a British woman who grew up rich in England, why would she feel the need to decorate her kitchen with the whole mammy motif thing? Who thought that was a good idea?
She had a mammy. That's why.
Right. It reminded her of her mammy. Is that what it was?
That's what that is.
Right. So no, ma'am, racism doesn't change from day to day. What it is that we allow you to get away with is no longer the same. That's the difference. So yeah, she still doesn't get it. She still doesn't feel like she did anything wrong. She is still playing victim and crying her white woman tears. And Bill Maher, I didn't see it for myself, but from my understanding, it seemed like Bill Maher was sort of in line with her mindset. Now, that
sounds about white.
That was the way the article read to me. I can't say that is the truth. That was the way the article read to me. She's a British Karen throwing rocks, hiding her hands. So the photo of the collection, which proves, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so again, it's not that that we keep changing what racism is. It's that we are no longer allowing the microaggressions to go unchecked, and that's just it. That's all. That's it. That's all. It reminded her of her mammies that cooked all the good food for her tasteless.
I'm done. Not tape. Fix it, God. Fix it.
Right. So yeah, I mean, it's just like when we were talking about Kenya with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but you about to get to that right now. The Real Housewives of Atlanta drama child. They got more shit going on now that the season is over than they had for filming. But anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. Well, that's just like Kenya showing up at that Halloween party in that Native American costume. And I was like, why didn't anybody stop her?
Because they don't care if she gets thrown to the wolves. It's just more drama, more eyes on their show. Why would they stop her? They knew what the backlash was going to be.
Yeah, Bill Maher dates black women, white women. Yeah, he dated Superhead. That don't mean nothing. The slave master, he had sex with black women too. That didn't change him from being racist or insensitive. Because I still want to know why did Holly Robinson P and Leah Remini was fired. Listen, I said this here before. When Holly Robinson was fired, she said Sharon Osbourne got her fired. The same thing she said 3 weeks ago is what she said 3 years ago, or however many years ago that was when she got fired. And the difference is nobody was listening. That's the difference. Nobody was listening. But she said it then. Sharon Osbourne got her fired because she said, now she didn't use the word ghetto then. She said, I didn't have the right look for the show, is what she said. She was a lot more politically correct in how she said it, but she said the same thing. Right. Exactly. Him dating. Yeah. No, it ain't no reporter. He dated Superhead. I'm being real liberal with the word dated. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I probably am. I love Holly Robinson Peete. Listen, I've been a Holly Robinson Peete fan since 21 Jump Street. And if y'all don't know 21 Jump Street, then I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, now Leah Remini, I'm not sure, but a lot of people felt like Leah Remini.
Scientology people got her.
A lot of people feel like Leah Remini was blacklisted because of the Scientology situation. So I don't know that to be a fact, but yeah. So that's what it is with that. So yeah, I mean, I didn't see the whole interview, and I'm gonna be honest, I probably won't because I'm just not that interested in hearing more of what she has to say. I'm just gonna be honest about it. And I'd never forget, she was on. This is when I really became a Holly Robinson Peete fan, when she was on Arsenio Hall, because her and Robin Givens didn't like each other, right? Holly Robinson's mom was a manager for many years. That is before hanging with Mr. Cooper. Absolutely, Xavier, baby. You probably weren't even born when 21 Jump Street was on the air, baby. But her mom, Dolores Robinson, was a manager. She was Holly Robinson's manager for a very long time, And Robin Givens became one of her clients. And Robin Givens said some shit out her mouth that she shouldn't have said about Holly Robinson's mom. I don't know if it was like she fired her mother or she said some nasty stuff about her mother not being a good manager, something to that effect. And I remember Holly Robinson was on Arsenio Hall, and Arsenio Hall asked her, he was like, there's this rumor that you and Robin Givens don't get along. And she was like, yeah, it's true. And she was like, he was like, oh, wow, well, what happened? Hey, Shawana, how you doing, baby? I don't think I've seen you in a while. And she said, well, when somebody say something about your mama, you got two choices.
Well,
she said, either you can ignore it or you can get busy. She said, I chose to get busy. I said, oh, shit. And that is when I became a fan of Holly Robinson. I said, yes, you better let them know you defending your mama. You
do not play with people's mama like that.
Okay, she said, you got a choice. When somebody say something about your mama, you got a choice. I said, I know that's right.
Listen, I ran up on a bitch at church about my mama, so I ain't even mad at it.
I remember that story, child. Yeah, Diamond Pearl, that was he was asking her about that. Was it true that they actually got into a physical altercation? And she was like, yeah.
She was like, physically altercated her. Sure
Right.
did.
Because back
Sure
then,
did.
Evans was on the show, Head of the Class. And I want to say that this was before the whole Mike Tyson thing. A lot of people don't know Robin Givens was on this show called Head of the Class. It was a sitcom about these
I loved Head of the
high
Class.
school. I used to love Head of the Class too. And she was on that when Holly Robinson was on 21 Jump Street. So yeah. You said that's why you came with Dr. Heavenly. She loved coming from Dr. Heavenly likes poking buttons. She likes pressing buttons. She likes getting under people's skin, and she likes getting that reaction. And she knows that because she's on a TV show, she's protected, and ain't nobody really gonna put their hands on her like they would in the street. Dr. Heavenly wouldn't talk to people like that on the street, which she wouldn't have no production, nobody there. She would child. Dr. Heavenly ain't no fool. She is from Miami. She know better. Yeah, let me say something. 21 Jump Street is one of those shows I want on DVD. I want it on DVD, but I feel like it's one of those shows that probably
it doesn't age well.
I was getting ready to say I feel like it's one of those shows that doesn't age well.
Because as an adult now, I look at them and like, how did they think the grown ass people was high school students?
Hey, Shamari at home. Hey, baby.
That don't look right.
Right. I used to look. Yeah, the first 2 seasons on DVD. Yeah, I used to love Head of the Class too.
I'm gonna see if it's on Amazon Prime.
Is it on Amazon Prime?
I'm going to look and see.
Girl, listen, if I could find 21 Jump Street on Amazon Prime, we might have to have a watch along. Remember when we used to do our we did Matlock and Heat of the Night watch alongs? We might have to do a 21 Jump Street watch along, child. Because I hated the movie because I feel like they turned 21 Jump Street and made it a spoof. Like the movie to me was a spoof. I didn't like the movie at all. They made it just a big joke. Well, I'm sure all the episodes are on YouTube, child. Everything is on YouTube. Yeah, they were. They were the reverse sweat hogs. Yep. Yeah, that's a good way of putting that. They were the reverse sweat hogs, which I loved Welcome Back Carter, too.
Mr. Carter. First of all, John Travolta is a whole fool.
I used to laugh like Arnold Horshack. I used to have his laugh down. I could do the laugh, y'all.
Yeah. Don't do that laugh.
I called Booker. I do. But I didn't like Booker because I feel like he came in and he like threw off the chemistry. It's on Amazon Prime for free. 21 Jump Street or Head of the Class?
Let me look.
Oh, y'all. If 21 Jump Street is on time, we are wrong. We are absolutely going
Mr. Carter. That thing tickle me every single time.
I through that man's window in his apartment. He used to be 21 Jump Street. Oh, y'all, we are having a watch along. I don't know when we're gonna have one, but I'm not gonna watch it until we do the watch along because I want y'all to see my authentic reaction.
It sure is all of the seasons.
Are you serious? Oh, we having a watch along. Ooh, we are having a watch along, ma'am. And I'm going to have Holly Robinson Pete in it. I used to talk to her on Twitter. When she would tweet out about different things and I would respond. She would of course, I mean, again, we ain't had no deep, dark conversations, but she would respond to me about stuff. If I asked her a question, she would respond. Head of the Class is there, but you got to buy the season. Yeah, I'm not doing that. But 21 Jump Street is free. We are having a watch along. I'm telling y'all now. So for those of you who have Amazon Prime, I'm telling you now, we are going to have a watch along. We're going to do the pilot episode. Okay. I'm telling you now what we're going to start. We're going to look at the pilot episode. Oh, I wonder if I could do I'm not doing that. All right. Let's talk about these Real Housewives before we get out of here, child. So the Real Housewives of Atlanta, it was a whole lot of going on this week. So for those of you who have been watching the show, y'all remember back at the beginning of the season when Kenya made reference to Portia wanting to seem like she the only person that care about Black Lives Matter and Portia shutting down Black Lives, everybody else's efforts to do things for Black Lives Matter because she wants to look like, that she's the martyr for it or whatever. And remember, we also had the conversation about why did they film at Todd's birthday party, but didn't show any of the footage from Todd's birthday party? Well, some of the answers were kind of put out there. Come to find out, Candy and Portia sort of got into a little bit of an argument. What's up, Patty Duke? They sort of got into a little bit of an argument down to Todd's birthday party about Black Lives Matter. Portia felt like it was in bad taste and that it would undermine the whole Black Lives Matter movement to see two Black women arguing over the movement. And so she went to producers and asked the producers not to show the footage because she didn't want that image out there of two Black women on a platform like this arguing over Black Lives Matter. Now,
Right.
what it sounded like they were arguing over is it sounded like they were arguing over the best way to help Black people. Candy's mindset is more of a business-oriented mindset. Like, listen, we need to fight to get a seat at the table. And then once we're at the table, we can control how we're seen and we can control the images that go out. You know, that is where our focus should be. We should be fighting to get a seat at the table. You know, Candy wants to be producer, executive producer. She wants to create her own shows and create her own vehicles, right? That is Candy's mindset. Now, Portia's mindset is more on the social justice side. You know, she wants to do more protesting and
fight the powers that be.
Change, right? Neither one of them are wrong. I've said this to you guys all the time. Everybody can't protest and everybody can't be in the office answering phones, but both of those jobs need to get done. Exactly. So neither one of them are wrong, but it sounds like that's what the argument was, that they were arguing about how the movement should work. Now, I can kind of understand where Portia is coming from to say, listen, I didn't want that image out there because y'all know that they would have exploited that. Oh, look, even Black people can't agree, you know, not just, you know, and when I say they, I don't mean like Trump. He don't care about real, you know, he wouldn't care. But I'm just saying somebody would have the criticism. So I understand where Portia's coming from. Now, Portia's thing is, yes, I did go to production and production agreed to take that footage out, which is why we didn't really get we didn't get any footage from Todd's birthday party because that was a big part of what happened at Todd's birthday party. So I guess they just said, we're going to scrap the whole scene because we don't know how to edit. They probably didn't know how to edit around it because stuff probably didn't make a lot of sense out of context without that conversation. So, right. And probably once they took all of that out, it might not have been a whole lot left anyway. So it was like, all right, we just going to scrap the whole thing. And that actually makes sense because remember we kept saying, well, why didn't we get any footage from Todd's birthday party if so much stuff happened at Todd's birthday party? Right. Now, Portia, from my understanding, I mean, I've heard, you know, Candy sort of said what she said, Portia sort of said what she said. It sounds like production asked them not to really speak on it for the exact reason that we as the fans would want to know, well, why didn't you get the footage if so much happened, right? But of course, Kenya asked,
can't shut up.
Because she wants to make Portia look bad, she made it seem like Portia got it pulled because Portia doesn't want anybody else to look like they're doing anything for Black Lives Matter except for her. And she was like, that is not what it was. And that is not why I asked it to be pulled.
And she knows that.
I'm going to be honest with you. If it wasn't for, I'm going to give a shout out to my boy giving you the real tea. That's one of my boo things. If it weren't for him doing his videos on it, I promise y'all, because you notice they've been talking about this all week and I'm just getting to it. Because I said, well, I guess I need to find out what's really going on. But yeah, no, I'm with you because I ain't care enough either. But it sounds like Kenya is really instigating this whole situation, right? So that's the Kenya Candy Portia breakdown. Now, the flip side of this is Portia Marlo situation. Now, it sounds like the Portia and Marlo have extended this beef that they ended the season with. And sound like some stuff came out about Shamia's husband and allegedly Marlo was trying to push up on Shamia's husband or something. And Marlo was like, no, ma'am, that's not me. That's not my style. That's not even it. She said, but I'm going to ask respectfully for Portia to keep my name out her mouth. Stop talking about me on Dish Nation. If my name come up, just don't add to the conversation. Like, leave me alone. If we ain't friends, we ain't friends. She was like, last season, when you made up with Kenya and y'all was having play dates with y'all's kids, I ain't say nothing. She said I didn't like it, but I ain't say nothing. And now this season, now that me and Kenya are cool, she said me and Kenya ain't even friends. We cool. We don't talk on the phone. We don't go have lunch together, but we can be in a room with each other and be cordial. If I see her broken down on the side of the road, I stop and ask her if she needs some help. But we don't call each other to chit chat. It ain't that serious. She was like, but I'm asking you, Portia, nicely. Keep my name out your mouth before I start telling your business. I don't want to tell your business, but I'm going to tell you now. If I need to tell your business for you to get up off me, then that's what I'm going to do. She said, I don't kiss and tell. That ain't how I roll. But leave me alone. Because for real, Candy told me what really went down.
Oh, why y'all keep telling Candy your business? Hey, shut the fuck up. Okay.
Well, not only that, but what I found interesting was that makes sense too. Because again, if you watch the show, Marlo and Kenya keep deferring back to Candy, like, back us up. Why won't you back us up? And Candy was like, listen, I ain't in it. Candy keeps telling y'all she ain't in it, but they keep deferring back to Candy, like, back us up on this. Like, you know what happened. And at first I was like, okay, well, Candy said she heard voices, but now it sounds like Candy might know a little bit more. Now, we find out at the reunion what really went down. This is how I feel about it. I don't care. I promise y'all I don't.
Like, you single, you fucked a nigga. How is that news? Like, I don't understand what the issue is.
You didn't have no boyfriend. The only problem is it would be an issue from a professional point of view on his end because, he ain't really supposed to do it. But let's be clear. I'm just going to tell y'all. Y'all might not know this. I'm just going to tell y'all.
All the time.
It happens all the time.
Who's shocked? Who's surprised?
Who is shocked that somebody...
You really think there's no sex in the boom boom room? Is that what you think?
Right. I know y'all know that men do it. So is it that shocking that women do it? I know y'all know men sleep with the script. So is it that shocking?
Niggas write whole songs about how they in love with a strip. You know what? I'm not. I'm not. I'm not.
Whole songs about being in love with the script.
I cannot.
And let's be clear, even if Portia was still with Dennis, I still wouldn't care.
Right, because apparently that nigga ain't shit. So, girl, get you some dick.
Listen.
Some non-complicated dick, girl. Just get it and go.
Listen, Furious Citizen said, that's funny. Furious Citizen said, what you're not going to do is be flinging that thing in my face and then that mean I want to taste, okay? I'm just saying.
Drag me, Monique.
Listen. Yeah, and here's the thing, KFS. I feel like, yes, Candy was talking, but I think Candy really thought what happens at the bachelorette party stays at the bachelorette party.
It's like Vegas.
If it wasn't for Kenya, it would have. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bravo would have showed the footage. They would have made a big deal about it, but it would not have gone to this extent. But anyway. Child.
Girl, if you don't get that stripper dick and keep it pushing, ain't nobody has time for that bullshit. You just mad because you ain't getting no stripper dick. That's the issue.
You're just mad because y'all listen, did y'all see the previews for this episode where her husband blocked her? She's talking about who blocks the father of their child? You.
A lot of people. What you mean? If he's a dick, I mean.
Listen. Again, I think women, y'all have overinflated. Like, listen. You don't need to listen.
Let me be very clear. Back in my day, that's a long time ago. Because
whenever you start a sentence with "back in my day," it always just sounds like it's.
So that means it's more than 2 decades ago,
right? It sounds like
it's before cell phones were the thing. When I found, okay, the little mini story time.
All right.
Young 18-year-old Ebony was in love with her very first love. She loved that man. He was her first everything.
Oh,
She thought the sun and moon set on this nigga.
the sun and the moon.
And we had a little few ups and downs, but it was okay. And she
Little
had
bit.
gone off to, he was in the military. He was 5 years older than her. And, little Ebony went off to college. She found out she was knocked up by doing the physical for the insurance for the dorm. And so
the physical footage.
And so she has to tell the love of her life that she is pregnant again. Because at 16, she had gotten pregnant, but we didn't have that baby because we was nowhere near ready. So at 18, I had to tell baby daddy, you gonna be a baby daddy. And so baby daddy sits down with me. When I sit down to tell him in my mother's living room, I am pregnant. Baby daddy says to me, I have a confession to make.
These are my confessions.
You know how I said I had broken up with my ex-girlfriend?
Oh,
That's not exactly what happened. He says, not only did I not break up with her, we got married. She lived in North Carolina, where he was from. He was from Goldsboro here in North Carolina. I was living in Virginia at the time. I was in Virginia at the time. And so not only did they get married, she was pregnant as well. So let me tell you how the Lord works. Her son's birthday is November 5th. You know my birthday is November 3rd, right? My son's birthday is January 19th. Her birthday is January 17th.
Oh.
So this story is why my baby daddy tells everybody that when I hit people, I hit them for distance. Because when I say, after he told me that, I swole that nigga's left eye shut. Swole that motherfucker shut. Nigga, you what? There's a reason why I had to get over my hurt before I could learn to co-parent with this man. So he didn't see our son. He saw him after he was born because he wasn't there at the hospital because his wife would not allow that. Cool. He saw him when he was an infant a couple of times in my presence. I don't know you or this bitch, and I'll kick her in the esophagus if she say something crazy to me. I was 18 and I had no anger management at that time. Y'all don't judge me. And so I had to, when he was stationed away, he didn't see his dad until he was like maybe 4 or 5. And when he was in Hawaii, at that point, I was far enough away from the events of our relationship and how it ended that I was able to be an adult and co-parent. So sometimes, yes, you need not to talk to, see, hear about this nigga for a while to get yourself together. As to not poison, and I never said anything bad to my son or you just gonna be just like your daddy and da 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 da. None of that. I did none of that. I always spoke highly. I always spoke highly of his daddy because that's how I was raised. Because even when my daddy showed his ass and was acting like a shit nigga, even though that's not how he was raised, my mother never spoke bad about him. She gave a very good example of even when it all falls down, you don't be disrespectful about your daddy. So I was very much, we're not going, but I needed the distance and the time to be able to get over my hurt in order to be able to co-parent effectively with this man. So 3 or 4 years later, when he was stationed in Hawaii, and he was like, because at this point they had 2 more kids. So he has a total of 3 brothers and a sister. So he's like, I want my boys to know each other. I want them to be around each other. I want them to grow up together. Mm-hmm. Okay. At this point, I'm over my hurt. I had met my husband. I'd had more children. I had grown and matured. Yes. You can come see your son. And that became the co-parenting to where, and growing up and maturing of our relationship to where this nigga's now one of my very good friends.
I was going to say, isn't it this the one that's like one of your best friends?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now we're never going to be in relation with each other again, even though he believes he's my soulmate. No. The Lord didn't confirm that in my. The Lord didn't tell me any of that. He didn't confirm that in my spirit at all. I don't know what he
confirmed that at all.
That's not my ministry. I love you.
Let me say this. I you know, when you fly and they're giving you the instructions and they tell you what to do in case of an emergency, they always say, put the oxygen mask on yourself first.
Amen.
Before you help anybody. And they include your children or your significant other. Because if you ain't good, you can't help nobody else. And then y'all both just gonna die. And I think the reality, people don't understand. Yes, you want to do what's in the best interest of your children, but you also have to take care of your mental health. And it really is that serious. It really could be that serious. So yeah.
How you gonna be an effective parent? And that thing hurt me, because I had no clue. It was like a freight train out of nowhere. This is the first the first man that I ever trusted with. Like when you remember when Ayanla did that thing with the guy who had 7,000 kids, and then she had the big thing where she had all the men with all of these different. They had tons and tons of kids with each man, and she sat there and she gave that whole speech about, I trusted you with the promise that my father gave me, and you broke me. And that's where I was with this man. Mm-hmm. Like all the naivete, all of the innocence of who I was as a person, even though I saw for myself that even if you love, and in our 20-year relationship, things can go wrong and break, because I saw my parents' relationship, I still trusted you. And you gave no signs of being that type of person. You broke something in me. Mm-hmm. And I had to repair that for myself. Mm-hmm. Before I could have another good relationship, where I ended up, I'm not even going to talk about my husband because that's a whole nother. But it's how I was always a mature kid. I've always been an old soul. So this just sped up more of what I was. Yeah. And everybody is amalgamation when you meet them of their experiences as they grow up. So
absolutely. I mean, and you know, me and Abby, you know, we talk a lot offline. Clearly, y'all know we do. I didn't know all of that. I knew you were good friends with the father of your first child. I didn't know that part of the story. Y'all saw my reaction, like that was a legit like I didn't know that part. But and Abby, you see the people in the chat talking about some girl with your podcast. You need to write this down. You know, Abby actually has started a podcast. It was
about makeup, but
you can always tell some good story times or something, hunty. Speaking of which, before I go any further, Tabitha reminded me and Abby. So in case you weren't here at the beginning of the live, tomorrow I'm doing a members only. First of all, from the last members only that I did a giveaway, all of that stuff is in the mail. I apologize that it was a little delayed, but it is on the way. So if I owe you something, be on the lookout sometime this week. And if you don't get it by the end of the week, send me an email, let me know, because everything has been mailed off, right? Went to the post office this week. I mailed the last of it this morning. Went to the post office and mailed the last of it this morning. So it is all in the mail. That's why I didn't do another giveaway. I said I need to get this other stuff in the mail before I'm giving away more stuff, okay? But the giveaway tomorrow is a Juvia's Place palette.
Lauren.
This is a brand new palette. The box is a little torn from where I opened it up when I first got it. So I don't want nobody to be like, look at that box. So I apologize that the box is not in better condition. But this is a brand new palette. If you don't know what the colors look like, y'all know I love my Juvia's Place. And this is something that I have a duplicate of. And so I have this palette. I just had two. Somehow or another, I ended up with two. And so I said I put it aside as a giveaway. As you guys can see, it is in perfect condition, and those are the colors.
Mine don't look nothing like that. It's so beat
Well,
up.
we know, but the one that I've been using don't look nothing like that.
Listen, what I'll do is on Monday I will do a look using that palette. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so Abby
I will pull it up.
Abby will do a look on Monday. If y'all go over to Abby's channel, she's gonna do a look on Monday with the colors from this palette, so y'all can see what it look like, honey. So I'm doing a members only live tomorrow. It's gonna be a story time. And the story time is gonna be my Dexter St. Jock adventure. Now, you gotta know who Dexter St. Jock is.
I'm gonna Google him because I don't know who that is.
The reference for Dexter St. Jock to get it. But if you know the reference for Dexter St. Jock, y'all better be there. Now, those are nice colors. If only I left the house from time to time. Well, I understand. Listen, I get it. So for those of you who are already members, meet me there. I don't know what time tomorrow, but I will post it on my community wall. I will give you guys time. I'll probably put up at least 30 minutes so that you'll have time. And if you are not a member, it's not too late to become a member. Y'all know how I do the giveaway. Sometimes I do the first person in the room. Sometimes I put everybody's name in a little pack and pull out, little bag and pull the name out. All of them. You know the references, Tabitha. Okay, you know what I'm about to be telling y'all. Okay, it's a juicy story, honey. It's a juicy story.
The guy left me about 11H. I get it.
Oh no!
To someone else, and when they found out, they pressed him for rape. And God.
Oh wow, Mellow Drew. Oh my God.
Listen, I have an HIV story, but it's not that.
Knock on wood. I don't have an HIV story, honey. Knock on wood. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad that it. Oh Jesus. See, y'all gotta be careful out here. Y'all gotta stop. Anyway.
I don't know how he thinks he's my soulmate. Furious. I don't know how he thinks he's my soulmate when he has yet, at the big age, he's 5 years older than me, and I will be 45 in November. At this big age, has yet to be in a relationship with a woman where he has been faithful. No, beloved, you don't know how. You don't know how, so you shouldn't be. He's trying to holler at me and get another girl pregnant again. No, my nigga.
No,
but I wasn't taking him. Listen, I wasn't taking him. This is coming here. The little girl is like 6 years old. Like, I wasn't taking him seriously. I had a whole nother nigga. I had a whole nigga.
Oh Lord.
What you trying to do? And I got my son talk about dad loves you. Yeah, I know. I love him too. Nope. I love him too. He's my friend. That's all I got.
Lord have mercy, these people.
My mama, he came to he and my son surprised me at a birthday dinner. Because, my son lives out of town. So they came to surprise me. And, he's one of my good friends. Oh, my God, I'm so happy to see you. I happen to be single at the time. And my mother was like, he really thinks he's your soulmate. I said, the Lord really did not say the same. So that's cute. But when Jesus says no, so do I. Listen. No.
Wow. Okay.
No, because I'm too old to fight. I shoot now. So that's just not. Get your Avon. To put some skin so soft on your knuckles after you bust that nigga in the forehead. May he do something crazy.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Amen.
Well,
we're going to pass the collection plate. That is Cash App at every reviews. I repeat, Cash App at every reviews. Be blessed.
Well, all I'm going to say is this. Y'all go ahead and I dropped the link. Y'all go ahead and check out some Avon. Get y'all skin so soft. I told y'all it is that time of year. You got to get your feet right. So you need to go and get the foot products. I showed y'all yesterday. The skin so soft. Them mosquitoes is out there waiting for y'all. Go and slap it up. There's even skin so soft with some SPF in it. So if you want to wear it by the pool, it is water. I don't think it's waterproof, but it is water resistant. Y'all know there's a difference, but okay.
Xavier, you have a question? I'm scared. What's the question, baby?
Who got a question?
Xavier.
Uh-oh.
Do I think what? What do I think? Yeah, you ready for love?
Oh, I didn't talk about Ready for Love. Okay, so
Did the episode come on?
It came on last night. Okay. So the review will be up. Well, Abby, I don't want to spoil it for you then if you ain't watched it.
Oh, you think I care that much?
Okay. So I didn't think you did. I just was trying to be polite. So my review will be up. Like, it's literally done, and I thought I had uploaded it, but I realized that I didn't upload it, so it will be uploaded. It will
Are you joking?
What?
He said, "Do you think making children sit down and eat their food is abusive?" No.
No. Not at all.
How they gonna learn to sit down at a restaurant and eat like they got some fucking sense if you don't? That's called home training. That is what that is called. I done made this food, get to this table, say your grace, sit down and eat like you got some motherfucking sense. What the hell? I'm also not making, listen, I'm not one of them new school parents. I'm not making different meals for different people. Whatever I make is what I eat. If you don't want it, you better eat a peanut butter sandwich or something, because I'm not cooking anything else. And if you don't want that and you don't want a peanut butter sandwich, well, then take your ass to bed, because clearly you're not that hungry. I don't know what the fuck you think this is.
Well, I tell you what. When I was a kid, I mean, because I was a finicky eater, my mom would do some things for me. Like, for example, I don't like beans. So when she made chili, right? So when she made the chili, she would before she put the beans in, she would put some aside for me.
Okay.
But I still ate chili for dinner. Like, she wasn't like, "Oh, you don't like beans, so I'm gonna make a whole separate meal."
I'm gonna make you waffles. No,
I still ate chili. She just didn't. And if she forgot, guess what? She told me to pick them out. She said it well. I forgot to put some aside for you. It's beans in there. Just pick it out. You know. She said it makes kids develop unhealthy relationship with food. I disagree, but I'm not a parent, and she is.
Child, that's that new school bullshit. Ain't nobody time for that. Child,
everybody gets a trophy.
First bullshit. Of all, every kid is different, and you have to treat children differently. However, this is what I know: you are not paying for any of the groceries that are coming into this motherfucking house. Let me be very clear. Like, do you know how many lima beans I've hid in napkins so it looked like I ate it and I really didn't? Because I hate beans in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I do not like peas. There are several things that, as a child, that I knew that I didn't like that will never make an appearance in my house. No beans, no peas, nothing like that will make an appearance in my home. Didn't make an appearance in my home when I was growing up. I mean, and when our kids was growing up. Now, my kids eat pork and beans and shit like that. I don't know how. No. I can make a mean baked beans with bacon, and I can make it happen with some pork and beans and add some bacon and barbecue sauce and some mustard. I got a whole recipe. Am I going to eat it? Absolutely not. I'm not, because I don't like them.
Yep. I mean, you know, so anyway, yeah, I don't agree with that either. But again, like I said, that's that whole everybody gets a trophy bullshit.
Listen, some little white boy done made a song on TikTok talk about if you hit your kids with a belt, that's called abuse. You out your motherfucking mind, sir. Okay, if you beating your kids until they can't move anymore, then yes, you might have gone too far. Yeah, but it depends on the kid and the infraction.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now, if it's an allergy, that's a different conversation. Like, we're not killing them. That's different. Yeah, that's different. I mean, you know, that's like and you know, that's like my nephew. You know, he's a really picky eater. But like I told my sister, you've got to just keep putting stuff in front of him because he doesn't know what he likes. Now, the older he gets, he knows. Like, for example, he don't like chocolate. And the other day, they gave him something and it was chocolate, and he tried it and he said, "Oh, that's chocolate, yuck." And they didn't even think he knew. But he was like, "No, that's chocolate. I don't want it." But they told him to try it because it wasn't like a candy bar. It was something that was like chocolate. I don't remember what it was now, but it was something. And he put it in his mouth and he was like, "Oh, that's chocolate. Yuck." Like, you know.
Right.
Anyway. My son eats a very minimal amount of different foods. The boy's the biggest one in the house. My daughter eats constantly, and she's just skinny. Yeah, I mean, food affects everybody different. Yeah, it does.
Right.
Anyway, yeah. So, Ready to Love, last night's episode. So, two ladies had to go home. And you can
Let me guess, baby girl with the big afro, she went home.
No, but she was in the bottom. She was in the bottom, but she didn't go.
Because I'm praying. I'm yet praying for her. Because
well, I could tell by the trailer that she stayed around a little bit longer. Now I don't know how long, but I could tell by the trailer that she stayed around a little bit longer. But what we did pick up on last night's episode, we picked up that Troy is a player, and I think he has absolutely no intention of looking for love. He is on there to see how many women he can screw on national TV. That's what it looks like to me. Either that or that's his love language, and he don't know that he ain't ready to love, and he think he is. But he literally pushed up on all them women last night, and he tried to kiss all of them. Like, sir, no,
this is not The Bachelor. This is not The Bachelor.
We're not doing that, sir. Like, no. AJ, Mr. Smells Like Broke. I still, it's something about him that still ain't sitting right with me.
I gotta go see this. I'm finna do a review. I feel like this is
other than, Abby, do a review because, oh my gosh, it'd be hilarious. I mean, other than the fact that you knew your credit card was gonna be declined and anyway, we talked about that last week. Alexis is coming on too strong, and she keeps talking about sex. And again, I'm gonna do the same thing with her that I'm saying about Troy. You not ready to love if you just trying to screw. What's up, Abby? What is she doing? Look at Scooter Boo.
Why he got a do-rag on? What's happening?
I was going to say the same thing. What is up with the do-rag? And why is it so big?
I can't. What's going on?
Child. Oh my God. So yeah. What else went down? Tessa was at the bottom. That's the BBW with the afro. She was in the bottom, but they're gonna keep her around a little bit longer because a couple of the guys are kind of feeling her a little bit. What else? What else stood out on last night's episode? Ada. I'm gonna wait for Abby to come back because Abby, you remember Ada. Abby remember Ada crazy ass. Now listen, do y'all think Ada was crazy or do y'all think she was just really, really nervous and it was sort of coming off a little weird? Okay.
Not her braids in the morning. What happened?
Listen, now first of all, okay, let's talk about that. Okay, I put this in my review. Let's talk about that. The women, in my opinion, at that brunch looked a hot damn mess. I feel like the men are bringing their A game at every scene. I mean, they going to a stylist. They spending their last few dollars down to the KG, men's warehouse, and they are coming through. The women are looking a hot damn mess. Some of them hair not done. Some of them.
You on TV and your hair not done? You
that's what, like, listen, you can go down to the
Valero and get a good wig. What you mean, daughter? What you doing?
You can go get you a good wig. I mean, Ada's dress,
like you go down to the Amazon if you.
Her foundation garments were a hot damn mess. You could clearly see her thong through her dress and her belly, and it was not cute. The lady with the pink
pause
print
Furious Citizen. They're getting somebody to love you for you has nothing to do with you not looking sloppy and a mess when you go out of your home. Now, ain't nothing good with a good Brazil and a girl.
Listen,
you hear me?
There's just
it'll change your life. I'm telling you, it'll change your life.
My thing is, when you're wearing certain things, I don't care what size you are. I've seen small women that
need to have something to smooth them out.
I mean, it's not about your size. It's about, and again, to a certain extent, serious citizen, you are absolutely correct. If that's how you walk out the house looking, then don't fool me. Don't give me them false. If that's how you look on. If you don't care no more about your appearance, then do you? Hey, Lil Mackie, what's up? But at the end of the day, a foundation garment just makes it smooth itself out. Make it like we wouldn't have seen her thongs if she had on a nice foundation garment. Like some things, just Then Alexis had on them thigh-high pink and black zebra print boots with the toes out. I don't know if that's appropriate for brunch.
What was the rest? Never mind. I'm seeing it for myself. Don't worry. When we get off of here.
Abby, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Andrea had on that. I'm getting ready to run to the store to get a
But you didn't like my pants when we went to brunch either.
Huh?
You didn't like my outfit when we went to brunch either.
When did we go to brunch? Oh, when we were in Atlanta?
Yeah.
No, see, it wasn't that I didn't like your pants. I just thought I didn't know that. She
didn't like them.
That's not true.
She was like, "Are you gonna put on clothes?"
I thought they were lounging pants. I thought they would walk around the house pants. It ain't like I didn't like them. I didn't know that was what she was wearing. Sorry.
That's the nice way you're saying I didn't like your pants.
It is not. Right, exactly. See, Golden. All I remember is everybody had on some spandex shit. Andrea had on that. I need to run to the store and get a carton of milk because I'm in the middle of cooking macaroni and cheese and thought I had milk and I didn't. Like, it doesn't look like I put this because again, you can wear a ponytail and it's a cute, slicked back, got a little something going on, and then you can do let me just throw this back real quick, put a ponytail holder on, let me run down here to the grocery store because I need a carton of milk. You understand what I'm saying? There are two different things here. You know what I'm saying? But you see it, Abby, you see what I'm talking about. I just felt like those women at that brunch, I was very disappointed. I was just like, after last season, with some of them women last season, they was put together every day. And they were at a resort. And those were the clothes that they brought with them. These women get to go home every day and go through their closet and pull some shit out. And I mean,
maybe that's the issue.
Maybe that is the issue, child. Maybe that is. And I just feel like the men, the men look nice.
Even Brokey look nice?
He does. He does.
Them daughters, that's y'all. Those are y'all.
You know what I'm saying? You look cuter than that for brunch with your girls. Right. Some of them women, right, you look cuter than that than when you go to brunch with your girls. Like, it was a mess. Abby, I'm going to let you look at it and you tell me if I'm doing too much. Right. You got to look cute for brunch because you are right. And you are like,
my mantra is if you stay ready, I'll never know when my beau ass is gonna show up if Jonathan don't get off his ass. So I got to stay ready. I don't get ready, I stay ready. Even like this, I'm ready right now. Listen, when you walk in the spirit of wife, listen, they still walking in the spirit of girlfriend and hold them. They ain't ready yet. They ain't ready. They're not ready yet. Because even right now, give me 30 seconds and this whole thing, listen, ready. Stay on go.
In the spirit of Abby.
Confusion.
Oh my God! Who wasn't ready?
I got hot. Oh God.
I wasn't ready. Oh my gosh.
That's how you know I'm your friend, because I'm going to tell you the truth. I
wasn't ready.
I say it again. Furious.
And you know what's playing in my head? That Phyllis Hyman song. Caught up and confused. Confusion.
That is your testimony in this current.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't ready, Mom. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't know that.
We're so stupid. This is how our conversations be in real life, though. When we get on the phone, this is how we act. So
I wasn't ready. Oh my god. Okay.
Come on, Xavier, go immediately into prayer. We come to you, Lord, as humbly as we know how. I'm asking you to bless our sister. And she is in a state of confusion. Let me bless her, God. Bless her, God.
But am I really confused?
Yeah, you are.
I didn't think I was confused. Anyway,
you double-minded spirit is never.
I thought I was just crazy. That's all.
No, double-minded spirit, baby. You the confusion of it all.
Double-minded. Okay, we're going to have to talk after this. A double-minded spirit. Oh God. Okay.
I know you know, goddamn girl. After the conversations that we have had, I know good and damn well you're not acting confused about what.
Why? Because on Monday I say A, and on Tuesday I say B, and on Monday I say A and B, and then on Wednesday I be like, "Fuck it, C." Is that what you're talking about?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. How do you expect him to know when you don't know? That's my question. That's why I love you. I love you. For real, for real.
Okay.
Amen. Amen. Again, the collection plate starts at Cash App Every Reviews. All one word. That is Cash App Every Reviews. I'm preaching. I'm sweating it at the forehead, giving y'all this good word. Somebody ought to bless the speaker of the night. Hallelujah.
Trey, let's say I'm not confused about nothing. That's Evie. I'm not confused.
Oh, she confused already. Confused. Don't let her talk to y'all like that. Like she don't really know what she talking about when she really.
I'm not confused. Anyway. But I won't tell y'all. Abby, I'm gonna let you watch. I won't tell you who went home. Okay. But that's kind of what it was. But my review was actually kind of long because I did go off on a whole tangent. Because like I said, forget about the fact that you're on a dating show. You know you're gonna be on national TV. If you don't go put on the Spanx and get your hair done.
First of all, you know your mama gonna see you looking like this. So why is you listen?
Right.
If ain't nobody gonna get you together, you know who is? Your mom.
And get your hair done. I mean, I know everybody can't go get a face beat.
Even if you still get a $20 Amazon wig, because that's what I've been rocking for the last month or so. Them 2 wigs that I switch back and forth to them little curly situations, the short one and the Janet Jackson one. I don't think I paid more than $20 for each wig. Listen. And my bundles have arrived, so I'm just saving up to go get my sew in. Listen, children of the corn, it ain't gotta be all of that.
And my thing is, even before I started hanging out with Abby and she made me, fall into the world of makeup, I knew how to put on foundation and lipstick and a little bit of blush. Now, I didn't do a whole lot more than that, but I could put on some foundation. Now, I might not have done it the way I know how to do it now, but I knew how to I had foundation that matched. I knew how to put that foundation on. I had a little bit of blushy blush. I didn't do a whole lot of eyeshadow and all that stuff that I do now. But baby, I knew how to walk out of here with a little bit, just a little something. Okay.
And you don't have to do a whole lot, even if that's not your wheelhouse. Just put a little,
because y'all know I keep a lip.
A little lippy lip on.
Y'all know I keep. Listen, y'all. We could get out of here. But I went. Matter of fact, that's what me and Abby getting ready to do before I get off of here.
Furious Citizen, I literally go live every day and put on makeup. Oh God. Okay.
I'm mad. You said we are a part of a Rhythm Nation. I'm not doing this with y'all. Listen. I literally, you guys, I was going to do makeup tomorrow because I literally went today to Ulta to go and get me some new foundation, but they didn't have the foundation I wanted, and I'm going to have to order it. I could have gotten some Juvia's Place because I'm sure they had the Juvia's Place in stock, but I decided I wanted this particular foundation. So I still might put on a little makeup with the foundation I have and just do a really, 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 really light because it's not quite matching right now these days. But yeah. But we're definitely still going to do the members only tomorrow. Y'all going over there and check out the Avon. Go and get you some Avon. Get you some of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this and Thank you, Tracy. I love a lip. Now I love lipstick. I'm really surprised I didn't buy no lipstick. I think I was so disappointed that I couldn't get. You know how you have your mind set on something? I went into Ulta to get one thing today. And I didn't even look at the lipstick and stuff. I'm surprised I didn't. I'm really shocked that I didn't buy no lipstick today. But I didn't buy lipstick, lip gloss, nothing. And that's not like me because it's this Urban Decay color that I want. And that's not like me. That is not like me. I don't believe I did that. Anyway. But I think I'm going to still order this foundation, hunty. But with that being said, we can ready to get out of here. Abby, you still on the phone?
Sorry, that was my other daughter with the baby.
Oh no, that's fine. I didn't, So we can ready to get out of here today, you guys. Y'all be on the lookout for Abby's review of
because I'm finna go watch it when we get off of here.
And my review is getting ready to upload. There will be no RuPaul's Drag Race reunion because that wasn't a reunion. If you want to know, that was a waste of 2 hours. The only thing. I'm glad that we did go over to It's Me D last night because we were able to talk and laugh and joke. The Tabitha, it's the foundation you got, the KVD vegan. What is it? Apple vegan. What's it called, Abby? Yeah, that's the one I wanted, Tabitha. And I saw your review on it, and I saw your video on it. And you're not the only person that felt like it was the color was a little bit off, and so I'm a little nervous. That's why I went to Ulta today, hoping to get the sample, like to get it matched, so I would know which one to order. Because I figured it would probably be out of stock. But the lady at Ulta, you know how you go to Ulta, sometimes you have like excellent people, and then sometimes it'd be like, and I had one of the people that was like, So I was like, you know what? I'm just okay. This isn't going to work.
Clearly you don't want to do your job, Ho. So
well, I don't think she didn't want to. She was very nice. I think she didn't know. I think she didn't know how to. Like she literally took the containers and just held them up to the side of my face and was like, yeah.
Well, because they can't test it because of COVID. They can't.
Right. And that's like she couldn't. Yeah, I was thinking that too. So I think oh, you think that's what it was? Okay. Well, I'm gonna just use I'm gonna use the website to match up the Juvia's Place one that I have. And I think I'm gonna get one that's a little, because see, the Fenty is off for me. The Fenty, I just end up throwing the Fenty away because when I first bought the Fenty, it really did match. But then I don't know. It just I don't know if the chemical itself changes over time or because I can't believe that
it has an expiration date. You can't keep it forever. I love you. You can't keep it forever. I'm just saying. All the fingers doesn't mean you can keep it forever. I love you.
Yeah, I ended up throwing my Fenty away because So I'm gonna order it. I'm probably gonna order it tonight. And so when I get it, I'll definitely, y'all know I'll show it to y'all and all that good stuff. But I think I'm gonna order it tonight, like right now.
Oh God, that was funny to me.
I'm not doing this with you. Why is you unsubscribing me from my people's?
I don't know. YouTube do stupid stuff.
You know what? YouTube. I think periodically YouTube does that because as YouTubers, periodically we just get like they do these mass cleanups. Because I mean, like there have been times where I've literally lost like 10 subscribers in one night, and I'm like, what? And then people will be like, YouTube unsubscribe me from your channel and da 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 da. I don't know what algorithm they are using, but it has lit. I think El Teddy one time lost like 50 subscribers in one night or something crazy. I don't know what they do. I don't know what it is that they're doing. But it is. I mean, what they're doing is trying to get rid of bots, and so I'm sure there's some sort of algorithm where they look at your footprints on YouTube, and they try to track it to see if you're really a person or not, or whatever the situation is, child. But y'all just got to keep an eye on that. You got to keep an eye on that.
Listen, Fenty is good. Dior is good.
Well, y'all know I love Fenty.
Elf is good. NARS is good. Who is this? This is L'Oreal. It's good. Who else is good? Oh, Estee Lauder Double Wear. Good. Pat McGrath. Good. Who else? Juvia's Place. Good.
Y'all know how I love my Juvia's Place. All right, we're ready to get off of here, you guys. It's been an hour and a half. Y'all know,
Like,
but thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm not doing this with her tonight.
I ain't do nothing.
On that note, we're gone. Bye, y'all. Peace.
Goodbye.